Hello everyone, my name is Grace. Welcome back to today's show. I'm here with Bishop Adonteng Boateng. As we always do, I'm here to chat it up with Bishop a little bit, to ask him a few questions that you viewers have. Please, 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 if you haven't done so, we kindly ask you to share this video to all your friends and loved ones so they can all join us to today's show. I believe we have an amazing show for you guys. As you can see, our setting has kind of changed a little bit. We're trying to keep you guys entertained as usual and always trying to change things up. We hope you love it. And please, once again, share this video to all your friends and loved ones so they can all join us so we can have an amazing show here today. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to put it down below. I'll be glad to ask the bishop, and I'm sure he'll be just as glad to answer it all for you. Without talking too much, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Bishop. Hello, Bishop.
Hi, Grace. Give me 1 second, okay? Tell all the viewers to give me 1 second.
See, as you can see, Bishop is sharing. And if Bishop is sharing, you also have to share. Please, please, please go ahead and share it to all your friends on all your platforms. Invite everybody to come join us. We have an amazing show for you guys today that I'm pretty sure you're all going to love. And once again, don't forget to put your questions down below. Anything you want to ask at all, Bishop is here to answer all your questions. And I believe we're all going to have fun today.
All right, so I'm ready. I know this is not planned. This is not stuff. Grace, thank you so much for...
No problem, Bishop.
Getting me here in the outside there. So it's a beautiful day, right?
It's a very, very beautiful day here today.
I am glad that you are alive to see this day. Thank you.
No problem.
What's up? What's new?
Nothing much. What is new with you, Bishop? As you can see, today is a different setting. What made you decide for us to sit out here to get some fresh air today?
The weather is good. We are safe in this world. God is good. So what else can we do? We just enjoy.
Yes.
I believe enjoyment is good. So we're here to enjoy. That's why we're here.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Bishop, you know I always have to ask about your outfits. These days I see that you are kind of straying away from the suits and you're wearing the native wear. Where did you get this one from, if you don't mind me asking?
A young man, maybe about like 18 years, sews them. I mean, they contacted me and said, there's a young man in Ghana who is a top designer, but nobody knows him. So, and he has been watching me and following me, so he wants to sew some stuff for me. So a young man of about 17, 18 years old boy, he sewn them. He brought me about 10 of them. I hear there is 30 more coming. And I like this one because I have worn suits for the last 13 years, all sort of suits. And so for a month or 2 or 3, I wish I could change and wear things like this just to relax myself a little before the weather gets cold. And then I'll go back to my suit. So for now, I'm having fun enjoying this type of dresses. And I love it. The guy is good. If you need one, contact me. It's very cheap. I'll pay half. I'll pay half for you, then you pay half. Just free. Just contact me. I'll do so for you. All right? Thank you. What's up?
Thank you, Bishop. So today we have a few questions that most of the viewers brought in that they would like for me to ask you. And I believe you're going to do your best to answer all their questions. And before we start, Bishop, please, if you have any questions, feel free to put it down below. And I'll be glad to ask Bishop. And also, don't forget to share. So, without talking too much, we're just going to jump right into it.
No, but before you go, how do you call your wig?
My what?
Your wig, how do you call this?
This is called Afro.
This is called Afro?
Yes.
It's called Afro wig. So, can a man wear such a wig?
Bishop, I don't know. If they want to, I don't know.
If a man wears this, people might think the man, either he's crazy or he's turning into...
a lot of men grow it themselves. They don't necessarily need a wig for it.
So why don't you grow it to you have to wear a wig?
I liked the color I cannot color my own hair, so I like to change it up. That's why I wear it like that.
Nice, nice. You know, my girl said her wig is called Afro, and it is a colored Afro. And it's good. Yes. It looks good on you, so keep it up.
Thank you.
What's up?
Nothing much. So, Bishop, a lot of people have a lot of questions.
A lot of people have a lot of questions.
And they believe you are the person to ask because God always uses you to reach them through the answers that you give.
Before you do, because you are alive, I want to interact. Before you do, why? I see white people, black Americans, from South Africa, from India, from Nigeria, from Ghana. What is different that I say that entices and inspires people? I enjoy such conversations to be a blessing to people. I don't really strain to find answers for them, but my question to you from watching from afar, can you tell me what I do different that comforts them to hear, that keeps people bringing questions like this? Can you tell me why so I could learn on camera?
Okay. So, Bishop, based from my personal experience and from watching you, I believe a lot of people are more comfortable with asking you questions and stuff because they know you're not like one-sided. You know what I mean? It's like when somebody asks you a question, you're going to give both perspectives. You're not just giving one side to like a question, like an answer that is like, you don't take sides. That's what I'm trying to say.
But that is what a pastor must do, though.
I mean, a lot of pastors don't do that these days. So, based on social media, we've seen
they are
them
politically motivated. Trump. Yo, easy, man. Easy, man. You know, if you are a pastor, just by the way, I'm saying this because we're interacting with the viewers. If you're a pastor, you're not supposed to have alliances. Our alliance is to Jesus Christ. Our alliance is to God, and God is in the middle for all of us. So whether the person is a gay, the person is a lesbian, straight, or whatever it is, we're supposed to love them. We're supposed to teach them the love of Christ. The love of Christ is that no matter how a sinner, murderer, a cheat you are not judged by Christ, but his arms are open wide to receive everybody, so that if you can experience the love of Christ, you can also change and be a better person. But today's pastoral people, most of us wear very heavy parts on our shoulders. That is why they take sides. Because their belief system is like, I am a pastor, so now I am righteous. And grace, no matter how holy you are, no human can be righteous, because I know a pastor that used to claim that he's so righteous and he hasn't seen women, but apparently he has been watching porn, hardcore porn. You know, yeah, let me frank, hardcore porn, he has been watching it. But so he watches porn, he doesn't go after women, he takes care of himself, and he comes out condemning people for cheating, for fornicating. But every sin is a sin. Once you come to the place realizing that every sin is a sin, you don't have to judge. You don't need to take sides. You're supposed to love everybody, so that Christianity becomes like a rehabilitation center where no matter your fault, grace, you are still accepted, because a rehabilitation center is a place where everybody is being worked on to become better. But today's church is changed. People are so judgmental, so vindictive, so self-righteous, and so bewitching that it's even evil. So no pastor is supposed to take any sides on any issue. The only sides we take on is that we stand by the verdict of Christ, that we're all love and we're all the same people. Thank you. What's up? Go ahead.
Thank you, Bishop. That was very, very insightful, and we truly appreciate you for saying that, because a lot of people tend to judge, especially when it comes to the case of gay, lesbian, and stuff, but we always have to remember that we're all loved by Christ. So thank you for shining a light on that. So Bishop, without talking too much, I have a question that I would like to ask you. This is a question that I saw on social media a lot that was going around. And the question is, should you forgive a cheating husband all the time?
Should you forgive a cheating husband all the time? That one depends on the woman. Growing up, we used to hear that a woman whose husband is so abusive, we used to hear that a woman whose husband is so abusive and so judgmental, she still stays in the marriage after the husband goes out having children with other women. I know a woman, by the time the husband died, the husband had 10 extra children beside her. But she still stayed in the marriage after all the cheatings with children. And those that never came with children also, but she stayed because of her children. Because I want to confess this, that divorce is not a good thing. Grace, divorce, never marry and think about divorce. If you want to marry, go in knowing that you're going to stay in for the cause. Because when there are children and there is divorce, I don't want to cry before you, it's bad. When there are children in marriage and there is divorce, you know who suffers most? The children. Because every child needs their father. I was watching this guy, Dwayne Wade, the NBA basketball player. And I almost teared watching him when he had a very bitter divorce with his former wife. It was so bitter. It was so bitter. But you see, in the course of that, there is a damage that maybe they don't know. One of their children grew up and said, I'm a transgender. Meaning that she's a woman, but she says she believes she's a man. This is part of the pains of divorce. So that the mindset of the children are damaged, and they are damaged forever. So if you have children with a man and the man is cheating, that depends on what you want to do. This one, nobody can recommend whether you should stay or go. The moment there is cheating, even if it is Bible, you are still told that you can use divorce as a key to divorce and walk away. But otherwise, it depends on you. What is your cause? There are some men, that is who they are. But they are very good people. But they will cheat. I know a woman who knows that the husband cheats. What she's decided is she herself found a girlfriend. One girlfriend for the husband. So that she knows that the husband has only one girlfriend. She's still there. So that one depends on you, the woman. But nobody should tell you whether you should divorce your husband or not. Because the man might be cheating, but he must still be responsible. And you must still love him. He must still love you, just that he's a beast. If a man sleeps with a woman too much, he's a beast. He's an animal. It is goats and dogs who do that. Dogs don't care. They just sleep around. Goats don't care. I have chicken. I have cocks in my house. And they sleep around. If you're a human, you're not supposed to do that. Yeah, most men go about sleeping behind their wives, but it shouldn't be, otherwise you become nasty. So it all depends on the woman, what the woman wants to do, whether she wants to stay or go. Remember one thing, when you go, another person will also come. If the man has money, if the man has food, and he has a house, another woman is waiting for her turn to also be cheated on. So it depends on you what you want to do. That's it.
Okay, thank you so much, Bishop, for that. I'm pretty sure the viewers are currently really enjoying it.
Can you speak up a little? So
I'm pretty sure the viewers are enjoying it so far. Like we have Baba Coleman Selby. She said, you're so full of wisdom, Bishop. And she would like some of the clothes for her husband. So please, Miss Baba, you can contact Bishop, just slide in his DMs, and he will give you the contact of the person who made the outfit.
And I'll pay half. Anybody, doesn't matter who you are. Once you contact the cake and they tell you the price, contact me. So the code for the 50% discount is your DNA. If you tell your DNA 50%. All right? Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Bishop. Another question. This one is from this young lady. She's currently married, but she's saying that she doesn't find happiness in her marriage because she feels like she rushed into getting married. Like, what can you tell such a woman who's currently going through this?
She's married. She's not happy in her marriage. What is her reason for not being happy?
She says she feels like she rushed into getting married too soon.
You see, Grace, and this is for every woman that is watching, so I'm looking straight into the camera to say this. A woman should never rush into marriage. The sad part of life is that today's women, they look at the pocket of the man, they don't look at the heart of a man. If you marry anybody from his pocket, you are damaged. If you marry any man from his career, you are damaged. If you marry any man because he's handsome, he's tall, you are damaged. Marry a man from his heart. Marry a man from his vision. You must marry a man because the man has a vision to take you to the next level. Don't marry a man that is regular. Please, never ever marry a man that is regular. Always, if you want to marry, make sure the man you're going to marry is unique and different and has something special to add to you as a woman. If a woman rushes to go into marriage, she has a reason. Maybe her friends got married, she also wants to marry. Maybe she's just jealous of a friend who got married, she also wants to prove a point. Some women rush into marriage because their boyfriends left them and went to marry. They also rush into marry. But you know what, in life, the best things always come later. Best things never come in a rush. Best things in life always come later. So whether you're a man or woman, if you want to marry, never ever rush to marry anybody. And never allow anything to compel you to marry somebody for any reason. I have always recommended that, especially women, if any guy comes and wants to marry you, take your time and get to know them. Some men are very handsome, but they can kill you. They are murderers. Some men are very, very sharp-tongued. Oh, Grace, they can tell you stories, you sleep. But they are bipolar. Years ago, we never knew bipolar in Africa. We thought people didn't have characters. But there's a mental disorder called bipolar. He can be so sweet, so nice, so romantic. So all of a sudden you come home, he's frown. His frown is faced like a monkey's face. Angry for no reason. If you marry such a person, Grace, you will never be happy. So it is important to take your time to get to know people, understand people, before you ever agree to accept their proposal. You understand my point? But the truth of the matter is that after you have committed yourself and married, and you have bonded yourself and signed as a woman, and signed to marry, if you come back to tell people that you are not happy in the marriage, the woman is a fraud. I understand she's on social media, maybe she's watching, but I call her a fraud. Because you should never, ever marry anybody you don't love. You should never marry anybody because, for any reason you want to. Because a man spends money to do all the necessities and leave all other women to choose you to marry you. If you agree for the man to commit onto that lifetime journey, it means that you are in for the cause. Only to be told later that I felt I rushed. Who rushed you? The man rushed you? Who rushed you? Your mother rushed you? You've only wasted the man's life. Now the man has to jump into another marriage in the future. There's a possibility of a woman who goes around and says, I'm not happy. She might be cheating, or she could cheat, because the moment they begin to use the word I'm not happy, they are looking for extra. Any woman that is looking for extra, she's looking for trouble, disgrace, viruses, troubles, shame, and disgrace. And at the end of the time, they fall flat and get themselves disgraced. So if a woman is married and she's running around saying, I'm not happy, she's a very suspicious person. Some of them use even that to poison men. She feels she's stuck now. What should I do? Until the man dies, I cannot go away. I know a woman who murdered her husband like that. I know a woman who went and paid money to somebody else to come and kill the husband because she's not happy and she doesn't want to get a divorce. You understand? No woman should ever commit herself to a man she doesn't love. If the man curses you, it will affect you. So if she's married, she should stay to the marriage and find reasons to make her place happy. There are good men out there. There are very bad men out there. So when she's gotten, she should brighten the corner where she is and stop talking stories. She accepted it. Did anybody force her to accept it? No. She accepted the proposal, and she must bear the consequences of her decision. You went to T-Mobile to sign for a phone, and later you are saying, I don't like T-Mobile. Yes. You want to go to Verizon. Verizon, you got to go to T-Mobile and get your contract signed, a lifetime. This is marriage. You understand? Yes. So divorce is not a good thing. She's already committed. She should make the best out of what she got and stay with it. Thank you. That's my advice for her.
Thank you so much, Bishop. So my sister, you here? You're stuck. So find ways to make it happy.
Enjoy it. So,
okay, thank you.
Sometimes she should use her tongue, her leg, her hand, her head. Slow. She will find happiness with it and enjoy.
Yeah, it will get
Don't be
better.
going about telling people I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Or you're not happy, who should be happy? You accepted a proposal because he has money, because he bought you a car, because he has a big house, because he has a good job, and now all of a sudden you are looking at other men saying, I think I rushed, because you see another man with a big size foot, you think that one might fit. Sister, where you have signed up for, stay right there and do your business. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bishop. So we have Charlotte Vida Bansa. She said that's very true, Bishop. Madeline Issa says, true words of wisdom, Bishop.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, you guys. Please continue to share the video to all your friends and loved ones. As you can see, Bishop is dropping some knowledge today, and we're really, really enjoying it. Bishop, so let's just dive into it. So this one, as a man, I mean, let's go by this way. A lot of time, women are advised to marry men that have something to offer, you know, yes, like with a good job.
Yeah, a good job. The man must have a job. Don't even start for me to go off. A lot of bad women. I was recently told by a young woman. Her mother told her, if you go out there, you want to marry, look for a rich man. Look for a man with status. Look for a man that has good job. A man that has a good job has to go to school. You didn't take your daughter to school, but you're looking for somebody's son that has gone to school. She's telling their daughter she should look for a man that has money. You don't have money. You are telling your daughter to go look for a man that has money. You understand?
Yes.
Can I tell you a secret? If a man is already made it, he's not a fool. Any man that has already made it in life is not a fool. So if you're thinking you're bringing your daughter who has gone to make a fake butt or fake breast to come and shake it to look for a man that is rich, you are in the wrong place these days, because just as the women are players, the men are also players. So now players are playing players. Yes. If you're a woman, look for a man who you can have common understanding with. At least, if you want to marry, the man must be responsible. He must be responsible to have a house. You cannot come and tell me you want to marry my daughter when you don't have a house. Why are you going to sleep on a tree or in my house? Nah, it doesn't work. The man must have a place he owns as a house. He cannot be staying with his parents and said he's coming to marry you. He must be able to buy food for himself and feed you too. That is why a woman is supposed to respect a man. Even if you have a job, you have everything, the man also must be in position in case there is anything to be able to buy food for himself and buy food for you. He must be able to pay for rent, not forcing you to come and pay rent. That's what makes him a man. No matter how rich or a good career you have, the husband must have that character for you to be able to respect him. That is what you need to marry. Don't marry a man because he has money. Sometimes money comes later. Grace, if you marry a man and you go with a good heart, kind heart, straightforward. To a lot of the women, they are divided. They go to marry men with ulterior motive, evil thought, wickedness. It's not good. When you go, a woman goes into a man's life like that, the man will flop. The man will crash. A woman is supposed to go with her genuineness. He said the two shall come together as one. So when the man marries you, the woman, you must come naked and enter into the woman, the man, the two of you becomes one. Everything you do
it will prosper. Because the Bible said if a man finds a wife, meaning that not just a woman, you don't find women. There are some women out there, they are not wives. So he said if a man finds a wife, he finds favor. So it is not every woman that is a wife, and it's not every wife that is just there. He said if a man finds a wife, so there's a quality of a woman that is a wife. He finds favor with God. The favor that is with God is that if you marry a woman that is a wife, her heart, her soul, her spirit is in everything you do. You start bubbling up, you start going up. So that one alone is enough. So Grace, if you want to marry a young man who has a career, who has a vision, who has a plans, and a direction where you as a woman, you can follow him. Not money. Otherwise, I'll sleep with you and walk away. Otherwise, I'll waste your time and walk away. My vision, come and marry a man's vision, not his pocket. Marry a man's vision, not his pocket. If you marry a man's pocket, he will not respect you. But if you marry his vision, you also come with your vision. The two shall come together as one. You prosper. You understand my point? So don't go before I get upset with you, asking me that.
Okay. No, Bishop. See, you just said what the women should do, but now the men also have questions. They want to know, is it okay to marry a woman who is not financially sound? Because a lot of them are not working now, but they're looking for men with money. So is it okay for the men to also start going for women that also have something going for them too financially?
Grace, if a man wants to marry, these days, like I said, if you bring Adonteng Boateng here, there's about 10,000 to 20,000 women that wish that they belong to me. If you bring Faith, so every man has about 20,000 women. Life, there is so many production of women compared to very few men. So if a man wants to marry, if the man is smart and clever, he must have a checklist. Where does he come from? Who is the mother? What is the story of the mother if it's a woman? Normally, their mother's story is not too different from them. Every woman, normally, very few of them, but usually, their mother's story is not too different. So who is their mother? You want to marry a woman, you are the man. So you must ask, what is her relationship with her father? Who is her father? And what is the relationship with the father? Because if she has no respect for the father, surely after the honeymoon, she will start showing disrespect because she doesn't respect the father. She will not respect you. You understand my point? Checklist 2. Checklist 3. How smart is she? You need a woman that is very smart. A woman that is very smart, Grace. I think we should sit outside here and do a video. A smart woman, normally they will see further ahead of you and say, Bishop, people know you too much. And because of all your success, there's too many eyes. I don't think it's safe to sit outside there, so go inside. That is the intelligence of a woman, because a woman must come into your life and be a security for you. Your wife is your security. I have protocol, I have security, but my first line of security is my wife. She must wisely be able to discern, watch behind me and see my dangers, what I should eat, what I shouldn't eat, who I should befriend and who I shouldn't befriend, because she sits behind me, she's very close to me, and she sees all that. If you marry a woman that is not intelligent, she will just see you, hey, by the time you know, you are in a pit. So the woman must be intelligent. Okay, apart from this intelligence, if the woman has a career or a job or a vision also, it's a plus, because at least she will add to your income. She will come and support. Years ago, we only have mothers who were housewives. Today, because of demographic changes and all this thing in life, most of the women also have careers, they also have jobs, they also have things. It's a plus. The woman must be very respectful. A woman that is not respectful, you don't marry them. No matter how beautiful she is, no matter the job she has, no matter how big her body is, her breasts is, and her lips are you can kiss on, a woman that is disrespectful, don't marry her. Run away like Scooby-Doo. It will help you a lot.
If you go marry any woman who does not respect, she will ruin your life. You take her to a public place, she will disgrace you. A woman that has no respect also, she doesn't respect herself. Anybody who do not respect you as a man, she doesn't also respect herself. A woman that does not respect herself, there's a possibility of her cheating. So most women that are very disrespectful, if you go through their profile, their FBI profiles, they have cheating histories. That is it. Go ahead, dear.
Bishop, before we go on.
Yes.
Baba Coleman said.
Baba Coleman says what?
So who will marry the unintelligent ones? Because you're saying that men should marry intelligent women.
Who should marry them? It is not every woman that is a wife.
Oh.
It is not every woman that is a wife. He says if a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. He didn't say if a man finds a woman. That is why so many men die early. Grace, the men are dying 52, 47, 43. Why? Because of bad women. They married women they are not supposed to marry. In the same way, there are so many men also out there, they don't marry them. Today, you see the women, they see you wearing a suit and a tie, and you are in the church dancing, and do. And then the women are crazy about it. Oh, my God. And the way he's swinging the waist, they say, oh, my God. Swinging the waist is beautiful only for fun. If you see me dancing and swinging myself and doing all that, it's also fun. But when you marry, when the tie hits the road, the substance is different from the fluffiness. So when you want to marry anybody, marry from hardcore truth and not stories and not the dancing and not how I swing my waist, because otherwise it won't last long. You will divorce. Yeah. So my dear sister, the truth of the matter is that it's not every woman that is a wife. It is not every woman a man must marry. If you're a man and you just choose any woman because she sweet talks you, you are a fool. If you marry any woman because she has breasts and she makes good sex with you, you are wasting your life. That's not the same thing. A woman left her husband and went and took a black American guy, saying the black American guy is very good with sex. I think the man smokes a lot of weed. When you smoke a lot of weed, it helps them get extra energy, gives them energy. And because the weed also comes to strengthen their minds, it gets them to delay a lot in their ejaculation. So it was good for a time. You know, after some time, she went through this and she divorced her husband and went and lived with a black American lady. The guy is in jail now. The woman is at this rehabilitation center. The guy got upset one day when there was no sex. And the way the guy beats the woman. Meanwhile, the ex-husband who she left and took this guy, the ex-husband would do everything. Even when she's wrong, the ex-husband will say sorry. That is why it is not good to waste your energy. If you realize people don't love you, don't waste your energy on them. Ladies, are you hearing me? Ladies, are you hearing me? If you realize a guy does not love you, and you have done it all and all along, and they don't appreciate your love, don't waste your energy and time on them anymore. Let it go. Let it go. And the same thing I tell men. There are some people you can do them all good, show them favor, show them love, show them respect, give them the moon, go and bring all the fishes from the sea. They will never appreciate it because they feel there's something out there better for them. You don't waste your energy and time on them anymore. You don't want to beat their business anymore because it even gives you blood pressure. It gives you stress. It causes you sleeplessness. So many diseases and so many issues that are unforeseen. So when you waste your energy and time on people you realize who don't appreciate and they don't love you, don't waste your energy and time on anybody anymore. Keep your life and keep your focus. Keep working and building life for yourself. If you have money and you want 10 women, you will get it. If you have money as a woman and you have well structured and built and you want any type of husband, your wealth can take you to places you find the right type of guy you want. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Bishop.
I got to call a spade a spade.
Yes.
Normally when I do this, people feel that why? Bishop, has he got some problem with men? Has he got problem with women? No, but the truth must be told.
Yes.
I'm not saying this because of you or because I'm a married man, because some man has done anything. No, but the truth must be told. Yes. And the truth must be told truthfully. Mm-hmm. You understand my point? Mm-hmm. I'm not saying this because of anything, but it is just the hard truth. People don't like the truth. Yeah. And sometimes the truth must be told pain like that. Yes. All right, go ahead. I like the weather, so I'm charged. I just took in coffee so much. I'm very
Child, I know Faith is watching me. He said, why is he talking like that? I just took him coffee, so I'm in high spirit.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, so Bishop, this question has been like on my mind a lot. So
It has been on your mind.
a lot.
Okay,
yeah.
go ahead.
So as a married woman, is it advisable to keep single friends?
Single friends, like male friends.
Single ladies as friends.
You see, the world we live in now, learning from social media, it is not even good to keep friends. These days, you're supposed to keep friends from afar. If you are very matured and smart, you're not supposed to keep friends, let alone have single friends. You should be able to have acquaintances. Acquaintances are people, okay, how are you? Okay, I'm all right. I saw this at the market. Go and buy some. Let's do it. I'll see you at church tomorrow. I'll see you at work. Okay, bye. Your friend must be your husband as a married woman. A man marries a woman not because she has boobs or she has butt. Men marry women because we're looking for companionship. The sweetest thing a man can enjoy is to marry a woman that is not just quiet, that is not just reserved, but she's your friend. If a man marries a woman like that, they close at 5 o'clock, by 5:15 they're already in the house because they're going to their friends. Women are complaining that my husband closed from work, he's not coming because he's not happy. He doesn't have a friend in the house. That is why your husband is staying outside drinking akpateshi and whiskey, hardcore whiskey, because he doesn't have a friend in the house. You understand my point? So a married woman must keep your husband, work to keep your husband as your best friend. Don't keep any friends. If you can keep friends, like I said, keep acquaintances. You can keep some married women as close friends, because sometimes if there's something gets too hard, they might advise you. But a single woman, a married woman, you've taken a single woman as your friend, and you are telling your husband, I'm going to a party with my single lady friend. A single woman disrespects herself, dishonors herself, trashes herself so low and bad. She tells her husband, I'm going to a party with my friend. Who? My friend that is unmarried. Sometimes the men don't say nothing, but usually there's a lot of women whose husbands are living with them. The husbands have divorced them, but they are still living there. But they are already divorced. Maybe they are in serious relationship with women who will appreciate them. Because a woman must always appreciate the fact that you must be by your husband's side on the bed. So how can you be running around with your single friend and your single friend dress, you see her single friend dresses looking for a boyfriend? When a woman is looking for a boyfriend, I don't know about that man. I can just look at them and see. I know a lot of married women that are so stupid. They are looking for boyfriends. You can tell from their dresses. You can tell from the way when they see people, they behave. It's an insult unto them, because you've committed yourself somewhere and you are foolishly also looking for crumbs from the ground. So as a married woman, you can keep somebody as an acquaintance as, but she cannot be your friend that you're running around club, running around parties and funerals with. She's looking for a husband. And you are married, you are also looking for a boyfriend. Tipo nkoso. It's not good. So if that is on your mind, change your mind. Once you marry, you must cut a certain parameter around yourself. You must protect your husband. Protect your husband's name. It is your husband's name that gives you honor. It is no matter how stupid your husband is, you, a woman, can protect your husband. People will think he's very smart. So if you bring some of your friends home, they will see your husband is stupid. So you must keep a certain parameter around the man and keep people respecting your husband. If people respect your husband, hey, this woman, the husband, not nice man. Meanwhile, he's a fool. He's an empty vessel.
Okay.
You understand my point?
Yes.
So don't go marry and go keep single friends running around with them. It's not good. All too soon, you and all of them, they will be the same.
Single. But Bishop, you just said some of the married women also, like, the way they dress, they also about that life too. So then that means even if you're married, even single women or married women, it's not even advisable to be friends with them either.
Grace, that is the sad part of life, that a man will look through this field and see 100,000 women, take money, go to his parents, call Faith, call Nikwe, all his friends, and said, I'm very proud. I have chosen one. I've seen one I have chosen. She's called this. And come, all my friends want to see you. And she also dances. Today they dance and they come. And the man takes her to the altar. All the family members are there. Hey! And then all the pictures and all that. Then after a while, she sits down, goes through Facebook, sees her old school boyfriend, and hit high with a small heart around it. It's called hookup. She's looking for a hookup. And then he also hit you up. That man cheated on her while they were growing up. So that man is a player. Now you want to play into his territory. Once he's a player, a man that is a player is always a player. So the man also hits back. All of a sudden, she throws all the crown on her head, all the honor before people, all the respect before people. She throws it all out. And then here goes this woman running around with this old dude that is married and says, I want to divorce my wife. And she is also foolishly. You become a disgrace. You are dishonored. Women like that are dishonored. They are like a food with worms in it. Women are like food with worms in it. They destroy the glory and the stardom of a man. So no matter how bright the man is, after interacting with such a woman as a wife, you start dimming and dimming and dimming because the woman is filled with maggots and dirt. It is not good for any woman to do that. Once you commit yourself to any place to be married, I know life is not fair nowhere. And make the best out of it. Let people respect you, that you're committed. You respect your commitment. If you're a woman and people know you are committed and you respect your commitment, people respect you a lot. You are dignified a lot. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Bishop. So Charlotte Vitabanza said the truth hurts. Thank you so much for telling us the truth. Bishop, this one comes from this young lady. She said she's been married for over 6 years now. But her husband always seeks advice from his mother. Even if there's something that they need to discuss in the house, he first goes to his mom to discuss it with her first before she even finds out like there was even an issue. So what should she do as a woman?
Such a guy, they call him Mama Bo, Mama Ba. Mama Bo, Mama Ba, because he's not mature. He's not matured. Sometimes some men do that because some of the women, they will not allow you to talk. Slightest thing, they snap. Women who snap men a lot, when the man feels that they've run into a wall, they call others and talk about it. I know a woman that is always blaming the husband. You've been talking about me to people. And I told her the reason your husband has been talking about you to people is that when there's an issue you need to discuss, once you're not happy about it, you snap. I don't want to hear anymore. I don't want to hear anymore. Then for 3 days, 4 days, 1 week, she's not talking to the husband. The husband needs to talk to somebody to hear his side of the story because you have blocked your ears. So he has to call his mother. He has to call his sister. Sometimes call his friends and tell them what is happening in the house. So if the woman is like that, she must change. If the man is so baby-minded, mama's son, to the extent that everything he wants to tell the mother, I wish that the woman will work the husband and cool him down after some time. When there is peace in the house, she should call the man's mother and tell the man's mother that, Mama, you know I love my husband so much, your son. But he's so baby, everything he comes running around to tell you. Now I want you to, in a very playful way, there are certain things you cannot say direct. In a very good time when it's like you guys are laughing and things, you drop this bomb. But in a very respectful, loving way when your husband is there. When you've gone to give him a gift and he's thanking you and thanking your son. He said, yeah, you know I love him a lot, but he's always coming to you to complain. I wish that we will keep our things here and always bring you good news. You've said it, but you've said it indirect. Because there are some people, that's the way they are. She should have known that before marrying the guy.
Yep.
I know some man, even if he has sex with a woman, the wife, and today he really enjoys, he will call the mother and tell the mother, Mama, today, oh my God, Adwa. Kai!
Wow.
Oh yeah, he will call, and the mother also foolishly will hear, hey, Adwa, Kwame say, ne, bua budi katem. You understand? But it is good for mothers, right? If your son or your daughter marries, it is good to take that son or that daughter, take the two of them like your children. So that there are certain complaints when the man is bringing out your son or your daughter. You try and bring them together in a joke and calm them down and tell them, go and marry your marriage. It is not good to always be hearing negative things about your son telling you things about your daughter and you also paying attention. All too soon you might be hating them. And you know what they said? You can be, I know a mother that is hating a son-in-law because the daughter has been calling and complaining about the guy. But the moment they have sex, and after 1, 2, 3 sex, they bond together, she doesn't hate the husband anymore. They forgot. You that heard all those things, you cannot come in because when they were having sex, you were not there. I know daughters who are living with parents and they are full of rage and anger to one side, the mother or the father, because they were having issues and they went and stood on one side. After they went to their bedroom and had sex 1, 2, 3 times, they bond together. That daughter or son cannot come back. So when your parents are fighting, if you're watching and your parents are fighting, don't take sides. Always work to bring your parents together, because if you take sides and they come together, you become a third person around. While I was growing up, I know a young man who slapped his father so bad because the parents were fighting. The father cursed the boy. After the parents became together, the boy was never able to connect with the father. When the father died, the boy's life is cursed. He's been running around. I went to Accra Academy with him. He never recovered. So that is why when people are married and you are trying to divide them or say things to them, be very careful. Because in the end, you're going to be a third party. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Charlotte, Vida Bansa says,
yes,
such men are called childish.
They are very childish.
Nana Bo says, true talk, Bishop. True talk.
Thank you, Nana Bo.
So, Bishop, we always hear people telling us what pushes a good man away. So today we want to ask you, what are the things that pushes a good woman away?
What are the things that push a good woman away?
Yes.
A man that is not supportive. Nobody told us, but nature made it such that if a man loves you, the man must support you. No matter how rich you are with any business, it's just beautiful to see that your husband realizes that you're carrying too many things and he comes supporting you. And the support sometimes is not even money, but just some effort. There's too many bags he's carrying from the car to the kitchen. And the man is walking around with his keys. Support the woman. Show to her that she's weaker. You love her, you know. It is good that if you're a man and you want your woman to stay with you, you must support the woman financially. You know, you cannot tell the woman to be paying rent. Let's share the rent. I understand maybe your incomes are the same, but it is just fair that at least you take up some responsibility and give her the room of a woman, a wife, so she can enjoy. So if a man doesn't support a woman, it turns them off because they feel like they are wasting their energy for a guy. If a guy is also so arrogant, some men are very arrogant. They don't respect women. Just in front of people, she can insult and even slap the wife. You know, that is an abuse beyond any measure. And that is a turn off for any woman, that a man doesn't respect him. support abuse, also in physical abuse, like beating the woman and all that stuff, is a turn off. And also, this is 50-50. Some women also feel that I get turned off because I'm not getting enough sex. But you see, once you marry, recently, let me add this. There's a woman that came to me recently. I'm saying if I told them, I'll tell them if I have to get a chance to talk. She was complaining that these days her husband's erections is weakened because anytime they go into bed, the man doesn't last long and he becomes weak. And she was really complaining bitterly. And the man said, oh, is that what you're saying? But since your breast has become flat long time, I have never complained about it. Does it make sense? You don't understand? The woman is grown older, so her breast has become flat.
Okay.
The man hasn't complained. Now the man's stuff is also growing, is getting weaker. The woman is complaining about it. So when it comes to things, intimacy about marriage, if you feel your husband has a problem, help him with that. Some women know deep sex because of past relationship. If you know anything your husband doesn't know, teach him. If he is humble enough, he will learn. It is good you teach your husband or your wife things she doesn't know you know, so it could help you make it better. So sex itself shouldn't be a turn off to say that because of this, I'm getting turned off. But abuse, lack of support, and other things I don't have in my mind turns women off,
Okay.
you know, in relationship.
All right. Thank you so much, Bishop. So this is my last question, so we can wrap it up.
Okay.
So this young man,
Go ahead.
he said that he spent all his money, even took out a loan to do this big wedding for his current wife because that's what she wanted. She wanted
A man did what?
So his savings, that wasn't even enough. He went and got a loan to add on to it to do this big wedding for his current wife because she says she's always dreamed of having a big wedding. And now they're like completely broke going into the marriage. What advice do you have for such a man? Or anybody that's thinking of getting married that they are planning on doing a big wedding that they don't even have the money for?
In life, you must cut your coat according to your size. In life, you must cut your coat according to your size. When people come to your marriage and you serve them wine, very expensive wine, they will drink it after that, they will go home. When people come to your wedding and you serve them the best Thai food, Chinese, Kung Fu food, they will enjoy it, they will go. Whether you use a credit card, whether you use this, they don't care. They came, it was a very beautiful wedding. Oh, it was so beautiful. But after that, the responsibility is you. You see, all this pa, 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 and all this yell things people do before marriage. Grace, that is not what is the core of marriage. The core of marriage is living together. Living together. If you live together and you are happy, and you did something simple, it's the best. But if a woman is telling you she wants this big wedding, and you allow her to push you to have a big wedding, meanwhile, she's not bringing a dime.
Yes.
She's not bringing a quarter. What dress do you want to wear? She said, I want to wear a dress of $12,000. How much are you bringing? She said, I don't have a job. I don't like the shoe you're wearing. There's a Gucci shoe at the mall. It's $8,000. Quick. Obayoma. That's what I'll tell you. Because this is just for a day. But sometimes the consequences reverberate. It goes like a seashore. The things just bubble and bubble and bubble. So as a man, you got to be very wise. And sometimes this can damage you forever. I know so many marriages that have broken up because they did all this expensive marriage. Their credit card company started calling them. By the time they come home, there's a lot of, you press the message, P, this is from American Express. You pay the money or we take you to court. P, this is Bank of America. This is Capital One. This is Gucci. We're calling about the shoe you bought. It's stressful. So why do you have to commit yourself to something you're not ready for? And you know what is sad? Usually such women, when you start complaining, they realize there's no money also. For them to have the lifestyle they want, they will start going to cheat, or they will start getting ready to go to the next place. So do not waste your money and your energy on a woman that has nothing to offer you. Do not waste your energy, your time, your money on any woman that has nothing to offer you. If a woman has something to offer you, she will always bring something to the table. You also bring something to the table, the two shall come together as one. If you're going to marry somebody who brings nothing and you're doing everything, she or he at any time can decide to walk away because he has nothing to lose. Do you understand? So two people are there. Grace, I have spent so much money on you to go to medical school, to go to nursing school. You can always tell me I'm getting a divorce. I say, no, don't go. Because my investment is inside you. So once your investment goes inside, you are tired. And you say, I love it, I don't want that to go. No, my friend. Your money is locked.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So there's a lot of people so such a man, this woman who brought nothing, and she pushed this man to do all this expensive marriage. She can easily tell the man, I'm tired. See, when I was living alone, my life was very fine. I was very happy. I used to go out, and now look at me. I can't even go nowhere. Now look at me. There is always credit card. I have so much debt around me, I can't even pay. But she created and caused all this. She's not trying to emotionally stress you and break you down.
But Bishop, sometimes the men too, they flex so hard. Like, the woman doesn't even know he didn't have money.
Empty barrels make the most noise. Grace, if a guy, you know, when I was a child, right, I come from a very poor family. There's a guy who was also poor like me, but he's very handsome. Grace, he has so many girlfriends. He used to take the girls from St. Mary's. There's a school, Accra Academy, the boys who go there. And he has so many girlfriends, you know what? Because he's handsome and he knows how to dress, you can be standing here with him, a very expensive Mercedes-Benz will come. He will run and go and hide. Why? Kwame, why were you running? He said, that's my father who just passed. That car is your father, oh my God. The woman starts shaking. He doesn't know that man from Adam. That man is a Lebanese. He's from Bukom Lanteman. He's lying. So you, a woman, shouldn't even allow a man to impress you to fall for. It makes you, the woman, also a very cheap thing. When I was growing up, they said, oh, this boy went to make a woman a lie. And the woman has fallen. I didn't understand. I grew up and realized that when they say lie, it means that the guy went and lied to the woman. Like you put a fish on a small fish on a hook, you throw it in. It's a lie. The fish also comes and swallows it. By the time you know, they are pulling them. So you are a woman, you shouldn't make it easy for somebody to lie to you. He comes impressing you, renting a car, telling you that, where's your other car? I don't like it, I just want to buy this. Grace, it's a lease. He went to lease it. He went to rent it. He said, my boyfriend has so many cars. He has RV. My boyfriend even owns a private jet. A private jet. A Ghanaian guy have a private jet. He parked it at Kotoka International Airport. This is your Kokofa. You understand my point? Why would you even allow a guy to lie to you that he has a private jet so you're going to fall for him? I know a woman that is married. She believed in herself that a man she was talking to, the man has a private jet. She disrespected her husband, dishonored the husband, saying that she me, who can't say class in me, who can't say class in me. I mean, but the men who love me, they have this. Only to realize that the man doesn't even own the tire of an airplane, let alone to have an engine. By the time she realized this, the man has already had sex with her several times. The husband caught them. And the husband went away. The husband went and married a cheap, common, simple lady. Now the man is the happiest. A man just wants happiness. Men just wants friends, not any sophistication, not big wig, not afro, not fake breast, not fake butt. It is all this is not what makes us want women. We want a friend, somebody you could cuddle with, somebody you can just roll your leg on. Somebody you can just go to the bathroom and discharge gas and they are laughing because, you know, this is togetherness. Not because you discharge gas, she's going to make her face and begin to roll her eyes at you. Yo. We're all human and this is part of humanity. So if you want to marry, get into the intercourse of all this and enjoy each other. Once you're committed to marry, enjoy each other. Don't make marriage stressful. Don't make marriage stressful. Don't make your home stressful. Don't make your home difficult. Never create tension. Some women create unnecessary tensions in their home. Some men also create unnecessary tensions in their home. It is not good. It is stressful. There is so much blood pressure, Grace. There is so much disorder, stress disorder, happiness disorder, insomnia disorder. And the worst part is when it is coming from your wife. The one that is supposed to make you happy. The worst thing is when it's coming from your husband. The one that is supposed to be your fan. It is not good. Once you marry, even when you're in a relationship before marriage, enjoy. It is meant to enjoy. Grace, you see how I can put my head down, put my legs on your neck, and we're swinging. We're not having sex, we're having fun. Life is crazy. So every little fun we can. People frown. Sometimes you are there, people, their mood change. Their mood change and they frown. Sometimes you also behave like that. You have to change. Sometimes your mood change. So you too, you have to change.
Okay.
Faith, is that right? Sometimes
I don't know how this turned to me, but
I need to talk to you. I'm talking to women. I must talk to you. Okay. I want the best for you. See, Grace, let me tell you something. I always say this, and I'm not bragging. I have really suffered through life, and suffered also in the hands of people. I know a lie. I have grown this time not to say too much, but to observe. I understand things quickly now. And the deeper I understand them, the less I say, but I want to observe from the corners of my heart. I am growing very bitter and angry also when people know what is right and they don't do what is right because they feel they must take advantage of others. It is not good. If you want to be loved, love others. If you want people to respect you, respect others. If you want your children to be loved, love others' children. It is what you give, that's what you receive in life. You understand my point? Life's platform must be fair for everybody. Everybody must enjoy life. When my time comes and I die and my hands are by my side, I want to feel that all the good things I have to do in life I did them without judgment, without hypocrisy, without pretense. I'm not saying this because I'm a righteous person. I am never righteous. And I refuse to be righteous because I'm a dirty person. I'm only saved by the grace of God, including everybody. That is why we don't have to judge. You understand my point, my dear? But life's platform must be fair for everybody. I don't want to push you too much to the corner. Don't push me too much to the corner. Let us enjoy this middle zone and make everybody happy. Okay. Bring your comment and
Thank you so much, Bishop. So we have Madam Baba Coleman. She said nobody should take out a loan for a wedding, like you said earlier. Benjamin Mark Arthur.
But do you know that there are women who also go and get a loan for men to marry them?
Oh, really?
You don't know? Hey, there are some women, they will tell the men, oh, the only car, mekako bobo siama, or the aye chain with ya.
I heard one.
Yeah, mekako bobo siam. A chain with ya meka. Mekwanka minchia. Yeah, me anka minchia. Ya ye bi na sa de na ye na nyina ye de. Omo ye na o sa fe ya o se minchia ka. Ayeka. You understand? So it is not only men who go to borrow money to marry. Some women also go to borrow money to marry. But you see, my point is, it doesn't matter what you borrow to marry. You see, if I for instance, excuse me to use you as an example. If I go to borrow money to marry you, let me always feel appreciated that this man went out of his way because he wants to marry me. Look at what he has done for me. Let me always feel that precious and special. But how sad and bad and evil it is that after you've gone to borrow money, spent money to marry a woman or even a man, not too long after, then the man begins to speak slangs English to you. You don't know me, right? You think you are my equal. Yo, you didn't even have a dime. I have to borrow money to marry you. Now look at the language. You understand? That is where it becomes painful. That is where you might even die from your sleep. You understand? So whatever you do before you marry or before any of these things, you must think twice. Some people are very evil. They will set you up. I know a woman who set a man up. It's a demonically set up. The demonic setup is that Grace. She came, forced the man to do this, buy me this, do this, only because they are digging a deep hole for the man. After 1 year, she said she doesn't want to marry anymore. But she slept the man with over $150,000 debt. The man was living his life. He was climbing. He fell. He went deep, 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 deep down. The woman left him. You understand my point? And that is why it's also very important before you marry anybody, you must pray about them. People are very evil. People are very evil. And that's the way it is. Go ahead, my dear.
Benjamin MacArthur said, powerful message, Daddy. He also said, you said it all, and say it again, Daddy. Madam Charlotte Bansa said, Amino, good advice.
Thank you.
And she also said they buy the biggest rings also. So I guess it's going back to
Kenya West. Kenya West. He bought a very expensive, you know, it is good to, you see, the more expensive the diamond, if the woman will appreciate it, the more expensive the diamond, the more it tells you, the woman, the value the man has put on you. If a man goes and buys a ring from Walmart, which is $10.99. Maybe he doesn't have money. You know he doesn't have money. That's fine. You guys are trying to manage. But if he has money, but he's so cheap to buy that, it shows how he values you. He doesn't have, but he goes to buy a very expensive ring and puts it on your finger. He has positioned a price. He has placed a valued price on you. So this ring that is on your hand, it means you are prized. You are honored. After all this, you go and cheat on the man. After all this, you want to disrespect such man who honored you so much. You understand? That is where it is evil, and the man gets damaged forever. So no woman should do. Go ahead, yeah.
Madam Agatha Brush says, I think when you help the man later, he thinks you force him to get married to you. But I don't know if I'm right. That's why
Grace, no, that one is saying, whether you, if, let's say, for instance, I'm married, but let's say I'm not married, and I have a girlfriend who is pushing me to marry her. She's good. She loves me. She's sweet. I'm not ready. All right, she's making me, okay, let's marry. Once you marry, you shouldn't even be saying the stupid stuff. Once you agree to commit yourself to marry, you shouldn't say anything that you force me to marry you. You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say that. Once you are married, that is why years in the past, before Grace, the pastor finally blesses the wedding, they ask, is there anybody here who has something against this marriage? Including you, including myself. Is there anybody here? Hey, you see an old man coming. He is married to my daughter. My daughter is pregnant in the house. But if you won't say anything and you guys marry, you better keep your big mouth shut and enjoy your small corner. That's enough. You understand my point? Than to go about talking and saying that she forced me to marry her. Yo, but you've been sleeping with her. What about that? Did she force you to sleep with her? No. Once you marry, under normal circumstances, all the things before marriage, they are gone. Unless, let's say, he's a cheat. He kept that secret from you. Some women, they are cheats, or they are very disrespectful. They keep all that secret from you. Once you marry them, you begin to see signs. That one, you should be able to go to their back and do a deep investigation to know what you're dealing with. I don't blame you for that. But otherwise, anything before you marry, once you're married, if nothing of the past come, you shouldn't go references to them. Enjoy your marriage and live your life. Uwa nasa. Go ahead, yeah.
Riches Anamo says, true, Daddy, true, Daddy. Benjamin MacArthur says, women, thy will, mother. I don't.
Is that woman what?
Thy will, mother. Benjamin, we don't. I don't know.
So tell him. Say, Benjamin, I don't understand what you just said.
Benjamin, we don't understand that. Can you please
Don't say
rephrase
we.
that?
It is you. You are saying Benjamin.
But I asked, do you understand, Daddy?
Because I don't understand the English. But you are telling me, so you have to say, Benjamin, I don't understand what you're trying to
Benjamin,
say.
I don't understand. Please rephrase that so we can really talk about it. Anita Mensah says, a man once asked me to help him financially to marry me. When I didn't agree to it, he told me I wasn't a wife material because I'm not a woman that supports a man.
She said a man asked
her to help him marry her financially.
Okay, you see, Grace, this is the game. Let me use myself and you as a guinea pig to make this example. Let's say we're in a relationship and we decide to marry. I went to buy the cloth. I went to get this. If I ask you, Grace, do you have money to buy the drinks? It is the two of us that are going to enjoy the honor. There's nothing wrong in trying to help the guy to marry. That one, you don't even tell people. Even when you go buy all the stuff, if the guy is a good guy, you give it to the people and tell them, my husband brought it to you. You even put money in the envelope and said, my husband said you should take this because you want the man. But you see, what is not good is that the man doesn't have nothing. And then you buy everything. And then you even buy a suit. Normally the suit they also buy, the size is bigger than the man. You understand? Normally when the women buy everything and they buy a suit for the man, once a suit no size, no so suit and papa no.
So that's how we can tell.
Yeah, if you want to tell, you look at the trousers of the suit and normally the hand. You see the hand, meaning that the man didn't pay nothing. If he paid it, he will make it tight so that his money would. But if it's loose and you see the suit so long and the trousers so big, you realize that this man, the woman bought this thing for him. That one is not good. But otherwise, Grace, it's proper marriage and you guys have planned it. It is good that you, the woman, will also bring something to the table. It is very critical. Everybody must invest in it. That's why I'm saying that if one man alone invests everything, he becomes responsible to hold the marriage. But if the woman also has something and the man also has something, they will work together because their investment is there. So, sister, if the man tells you to bring support, not just a boyfriend, but somebody who you have been dealing with, says, support me, let's marry. My sister, if you have something, go and support. Life is not free. Nothing is free. What? Okay, I see a fire and a fire. Go ahead, I'm listening to you.
I think that's it.
That's it?
Yes, that's it.
Okay. I just want to say this also to the camera. I decided recently that I will call on the pastors of our ministry, Divine Word International Ministries, and our members all over the world that we can come together and once again go to Ghana to go and feed widows and orphans. We're targeting about 1,000 widows and orphans in Ghana, specifically Kumasi, to go and give them clothes, to go and give them rice, food, and so many other things, and also set a very high table to get all of them to come and eat together with us. I have invited so many pastors from Ghana. I've invited so many ministers, and we're doing this in conjunction with Mama Efe of Inshira FM in Ghana, Kumasi. I have invited so many kings, chiefs in Kumasi, and queen mothers also from Kumasi, including Ama Pehima and so many other chiefs, including Nana Tepahene, and so many other people that I have invited, also for Kumchacha. If you're watching, on October 22nd, I will be in Ghana with so many pastors in Kumasi, together with the pastors and all the people that are traveling with me. We're going to set up a very nice event to sit and dine with widows and orphans, and also give them a whole lot of gifts that we're taking from the United States of America to Ghana for them. If you're watching and you're interested to give them some of the brand new clothes we're going to send them, you can call my office and make a donation to this particular major event Over 50 of us are traveling from America to Ghana to support the widows. And your $20 can buy a rice for them. Your $50 can buy rice and oil for them. So call our officers and be a blessing for them. We're going to spend so much money, but your dollar, your dime will make a big difference for that widow and for that orphan. The number to call is 703-910-6646. 703-910-6646. This is the number for our officers. On October 22nd, we'll be in Ghana, Kumasi, with chiefs, queen mothers, and so many other people, including our pastors and members we're traveling with, to Ghana to support widows and orphans. I pray that you will call and support. You will be a big blessing. Thank you. Grace, what else do you say?
Bishop, somebody just asked a question. Madeleine Esa wants to know why Kumasi specifically?
Why Kumasi? Grace, years ago, the first donation that I made in Ghana, we did it in Accra. We did it at Kolebo Teaching Hospital. Grace, I spent so much money. At that time, I didn't even go with the people who went for some reason. But we went to Kolebo. Anybody that is there who needs their prescription paid, or somebody that has been to the hospital, they've had surgery or they've been taken care of, that they don't have money to pay them to discharge them. We went and paid the money and told them to go. Some of them also, they've had surgeries. They need their prescription filled. Otherwise, antibiotics and stuff, they don't have money. We went and filled all the prescriptions for them. Some of them also, they didn't have anywhere to go. We had to pay money and get them out. So it was high. At that time, the money wasn't as we're even taking now. It was big, but we took all that money to Africa to be a blessing. This time, the reason why we're going to Kumasi, Mama Ife is also there. We've been working in coordination with her, and she has a huge platform for the widows and for the orphans. And we're using the radio stations also there to advertise. So it's just that the platform is there. The Pahine is there. The Queen Mother of Amape is also there. And so many other people that we're bringing together. I have pastors there. And I'm taking so many people from Accra. Kumchacha. I don't want to mention some of the pastors that some of them are so high. They want to be a surprise. But big pastors that people hear about them, some of them fighting on social media, some of them being celebrated. We're taking all of them to Kumasi to just go and show love. We're just going to tell them how special and important they are. Poverty is not a curse. Poverty is a privilege to become prospered. That's all. So we're just going to make a difference. That's why we're going to Kumasi. It's just the platform is easy. That is why we're going there. Nothing much.
All right. Thank you so much, Bishop, for chatting with us today. We truly appreciate you. And we just hope we continue to do this tomorrow or whenever you're available. Okay.
I will be back today, Tuesday. We'll be back Friday. Friday, I will avail myself. The only thing I would like to faith is to change his shoe. That's his sneakers, and I think it will be enough. Faith, thank you so much for the video and all that stuff. And Grace, thank you also. All right, thank you. God bless you.